Okay, so we're going through the second practice test and we're having a look at these questions. So which operation would be done first in the following expression? So let's have a look at this question. And firstly, whenever I'm looking at order of operations questions, I look at how many operations that I'm dealing with. Okay, so in this instance, I'm dealing with 1, 2, 3 operations. Those operations are minus, divide, and times in that order, left to right. Order of operations says that I do brackets first, okay, other next, multiplication and division working left to right, and then addition and subtraction working left to right. So that means that these two take priority over this one, okay? But it also means that these two work in whatever order that they appear. That means that division is going to come first. So B is the answer there. Question 2. What is the coefficient for P in the expression below? A coefficient, very simply, is the number that's beside a letter. So the coefficient of X would be 9. The coefficient of C would be 3. And then it asks for F, and more importantly in our question it asks for P. When there is no number, it means that your coefficient is 1. Okay, so in this instance, what is the coefficient for P? The coefficient would be B again, which is 1. Question 3. What operation would be the last one performed in the question below? So, the last operation that you'll do, let's have a look at, once again, our operations. We have 1 there, that's a vinculum, and a vinculum means divide, and then we have an addition. Okay, so 2 operations in this question. This one rates higher in our order of operations, so D is our answer. Calculate the following. Okay, so we need to do this question. So when we do these, you should set it out properly somewhere and do it step by step. So my operations are 1, 2, 3, 4 operations, and these two I need to do first, left to right. Okay, so the first one I'll do is 4 times 1, which obviously is 4. And I'm still left with the rest of my expression. Next one I need to do is the divide. So 2 divided by 2 is 1. 2 divided by 2, that cancels that out, plus the 1. Now I can just work left to right. Okay, so 8 take 4 is 4. 4 plus 1 is 5. Okay, so C is my answer. Question 5. Find the value of X if P equals 8. Alright, so let's rewrite this. 2 times P, which is 8, so we're going to put 8, divided by 4 equals our unknown variable. 2 times 8 is 16. 16 divided by 4 equals 4. So that means X is going to equal 4. And I've just noticed that 4 is not there. When you do the practice test, D will be 4. Very good. Let's go down. Decimal should be drawn into the multiplication. Decimal should be drawn into the multiplication algorithm. That's true, as long as we're doing multiplication. So, if we're doing that question, we would rewrite it as that, and then we would count how many decimal places that we have. So 1, 2, and we'd put them into our answer. For that, that's true. How many decimal places are in the following question? So, we have no decimal places in this number. We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So, C is our answer. 5. Evaluate. Evaluate means do the question. So, this is our question. A couple of things to note in here. There's no sign in between the 2 and the brackets, so that means times. Okay, we have to do the brackets first. Okay, 1 plus 1 is 2. Comes down here to that 2. We can bring that multiplication sign down as well. We have 2 lots of multiplication, so we just work left to right. 9 times 2 is 18, times 2, equals, is 36. So B is the answer. What is the value of F? So 27 divided by something equals 9. If you're having trouble with this, rewrite it. So 27 divided by something equals 9. Okay? You can guess and check. You could start with a number. Firstly, you need a number that can be divided into 27. That's probably your biggest hint. In this instance, I know that 3 is the smallest number that I can think of, apart from 1, that can be divided equally into 27. And 3 is obviously my answer. But once again, you can guess and check. You can put multiple numbers in there and see whether you're right or wrong. What is the value of C in this one? So once again, you can rewrite this if you're struggling to understand. 4 times something, because that's what this is. It's saying 4 times C. Take away 6 equals 26. Alright, so 4 times something. Let's think about that. 4 times something, take away 6 equals 26. Okay, we can guess and check here. Alright, so let's start with, here are our options. Let's start with the top one. 4 times 8. Alright, 4 8s are 32. 32 takes 6 is 26. So A is my answer. Alright, the good thing about guessing and checking with these ones, we're solving by inspection anyway, and because we're given 4 options, you only have to guess and check at the maximum 4 times. You may get your answer. Luckily, like I did there, very first go. Okay, so we're moving on to the short answer. And so with these ones here, we just need to set these out in the algorithm. So the big number on top. When we multiply decimals, we don't put in the decimal places, the decimal points into the algorithm. So we just do it as per normal. 2 times 4 is 8, 2 times 3 is 6, 2 2s are 4, 1 times 2 is 2. Now we look at our answer and we count how many our question, and we count how many decimal places there were in there. In this instance, there were 2, okay, in our whole question. So our answer must have 1, 2 decimal places. Okay, so that's where I put my decimal sign. Next one, division. The rule when you're looking at a division, this here is your dividend, this here is your divisor, and then your answer is called your quotient. The divisor has to be a whole number. Alright, so in this instance, 3 is a whole number. Okay, so that's a whole number. So we can just do our algorithm as per normal. 3 goes into 9 3 times. Our decimal point stays in the same spot. 3 goes into 3 once and then twice. So our answer there is 3.12. Okay. C. Once again, it's a division. Now this time, our divisor is not a whole number, so we need to make it a whole number. So I just move that decimal place however many times I need to turn it into a whole number. So if I move it twice, it becomes 4. okay? But whatever I do to this side, I have to do to this side. So once again, move it twice, and it becomes 123.8. I can already put my decimal point in up the top, and now I can just do my division. So 4 goes into 1, 0, goes into 12 3 times, goes into 3 0 times, carry that through. 4 goes into 38 9 times, okay? Now it has a remainder of 2. If I put a 0 here for my remainder of 2, then I can look at this. I've got to see how many times 4 goes into 20. So 4 goes into 25 times equally, and that's my answer, 30.95. Okay, once again, multiplication. Write it out in the algorithm without the decimal points. Now do the question. Alright, so let's start down the bottom here. 7 9s, 63. Okay, 7 times 4 is 28. Plus the 6 is 34. 3 7s are 21. Plus the 3 is 24. 7 times 6 is 42. Plus the 2 is 44. Okay, so that's our first line done. Just get rid of those. Second line, 3 times, got to put in your 0. 3 times 9 is 27. 3 times 4 is 12 and 14. 3 3s are 9, which makes 10. 3 6s are 18, which makes 19. Okay. Third line, need to put in 2 zeros. 2 9s are 18. 2 4s are 8, which makes 9. 2 3s are 6. And then 2 6s are 12. Now I can add it up. So 3, 11, 8, 16, 17, it's 5, it's 14, 14, 20, it's 5, and is 1. Okay, so that is going, that digit there, or sorry, that number is going to be my answer. Now we just need to work out where exactly my decimal place goes. My decimal point, sorry. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 decimal places. So I need to have, counting from the right, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 decimal places. And I'll just put in my decimal point. So 105.04713. Okay, question 2, evaluate. 6 plus 9 times 2. So the first thing I do is this, which is 18. And my answer is 24. This one here, if I was to put brackets in, I need to do the division and the multiplication, then add them together. 27 divided by 3 is 9. 9 times 6 is 54. So my answer is 63. Okay, moving on. So here, first thing I'll look at is the brackets. And specifically in the brackets, I'll do the multiplication. So 4 times 6 is 24. Okay, next line, I do the rest of the brackets now. 7 plus 24 is 31. Important to note there, I'll put my multiplication symbol because in here, because there is no symbol, it means times. And now 5 times 31. So in order to work that out, I'm actually going to do an algorithm, because it'll be easier. 5 plus 3 is a 15. So my answer is 155. Okay, over here. Okay, so first here, there's a few things. Firstly, brackets needs to be done first, so let's go with that. (15) divided by 5 is 3. Order of operations says that the next thing we have to do is the vinculum, because working left to right, it's before the multiplication. In order to do the vinculum, I have to do what's on top of it. So 9 take 3 is 6. So 6 divided by 3 is 2. 8 times 3 is 24. And then 2 plus 24 is 26. Okay, so that's how you do that one. Alright, so solve each of these following equations using inspection. So if you struggle with these, you can rewrite them. Let's guess and check. So something minus 4 equals 9. So I'm going to guess 13. 13 take away 4 is 9, so my answer is F equals 13. So once again with this one, we're just basically you can guess and check. So 3 times something equals 36. You can put any number in there and try. I'm going to try 12. 3 times 12 is 36. So that means that B equals 12. Okay. For the next one here, 8 equals C plus something. So A equals something plus 2, sorry, C plus 2. So once again, guess and check. I'm going to guess 6. 6 plus 2 is 8, so that means C equals 6. Alright. For D, 4 times something plus 5 equals 37. Alright. So 4 times something plus 5 equals 37. I'm just going to guess a number here. I'm going to guess 6. Alright, 4 times 6 is 24, plus 5 is 29, so I'm incorrect. So I'm going to have to guess a higher number. So I'm going to guess 8 now. So 4 times 8 is 32. 32 plus 5 is 37. Okay, so that means C equals 8. So this one, 3G over 5 equals 6. So 3 times something divided by 5 equals 6. So once again, you can guess and check. I'm going to start off by guessing, let's go 10. The thing is with this one, whatever your answer is up top here is going to have to be divided by 5. So it's going to have to end in either a 5 or a 0. So I'm going to guess 10. So 30, 3 times 10 equals 30. 30 divided by 5 is 6. So that means that G equals, 10. Okay. Next one. 14 equals 10 plus 4 times something. We need to do the 4 times something first. Start with a small number, so let's go with 2. 4 times 2 equals 8. Okay. 10 plus 8 equals 18. That's incorrect. 2 does not work. So let's try again. Let's go 4 times 1. Okay, we need a smaller number. So 4 times 1 equals 4. And that equals 14. So that means that F equals 1. Alright, down the bottom here, these last 3, we're substituting. So, when we see an X, we replace it with its value, which in this instance is 7. So, 2 times 7 plus 15. Okay, we do the 2 times 7 first, which is 14 plus 15, we're going to equal 29. For the next one, let's rewrite this again. So b equals 9, 3 times 9, take away 3 times 7, 3 9s 27, 3 7s 21, and that leaves us with 6. Okay, so once again here, 4 bracket 3 times 7, take away 9, 3 times 7 is 21, take 9, equals 12, and 4 times 12 is 48. Okay. Alright, problem solving. Harry is a keen runner. Each day he runs 3 kilometres. If Harry rests one day a week, how far will he run each week? So there's 7 days in a week. Okay. He rests on one of them, so that means he runs 3 days per week. Sorry, 6 days per week. And he runs 3 kilometres per day. So 6 threes, 18 kilometres. Okay. So that's how far Harry runs per week. If Harry takes 10 minutes to run 3k, how long will he ran by the end of the week? So 10 minutes per 3 kilometres. Okay. He runs 3 kilometres 6 times a week. Okay. So that's 6 times 10. He will run for 60 minutes. Okay. If Harry improves by 2 seconds every single run, what will his time be by the 10th run? Okay, so 2 seconds every single run. So for the first one, he's going to take off 2 seconds. The second one, 4. Second one, third one, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So on his 7th run, he's going to improve by 14 seconds. So 10 minutes. If I take away 14 seconds from 10 minutes, I end up with 9 minutes. And 46 seconds. So just remember, when you're dealing with time, you're taking away from 60 seconds. Is it possible for Harry to continue this rate improvement? Why or why not? I'm going to say no, because if he did, it would eventually take no time at all, which is impossible. Okay, so it's impossible to continue that rate of improvement. All right, so that's the test. Hope you did well.